What's poppin'? My name is Butterphly, the one who brings it like it's never been brung. And today I am bringing you a very, very special interview. So you might have seen this on social media. This lady is just absolutely phenomenal. So what happened is she lost 65 kgs. I'm sure you saw those before and after photos. So we just had to know. We just had to know the secret. And you know, with every weight loss journey, there's always a really good story behind all of that is going to be motivating us. So that is the purpose of the interview today. Pops, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Butterfly. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us your name, tell us your age, tell us where you're coming from.
Oh, okay. So my name is Barbra Washa, and I'm 35 years old. I'm a mother of 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. Yeah.
How old is your oldest?
My oldest is 10.
And the youngest?
The youngest is 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these kids, they're very close in age?
Yeah, they are very close in age. I had 4 kids in 7 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you from originally?
I'm from Marundula. Yeah, I'm from Marundula, Mashist.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're married. How long have you been married for?
I've been married for 9 years.
Okay.
But I've known my husband for 17 years.
All right, so you spoke about having an average body.
Yeah.
So as you know, when you're average, sometimes people are satisfied with average.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to, I don't know, go above average, where you're like, maybe I want hips, maybe I want bigger chest? You know, did you ever do that?
Yeah, so there's a time I wanted to add on my chest and on my hips. But then I didn't realize that I gained weight on all the wrong places. So with me, it's the tummy, the arms, and the face. That's why I gained my weight, yeah.
So you started eating.
I started eating.
Wanting
more.
it to go to the hips.
Yeah, eating unhealthy. I just wanted to eat fat. I thought fat was going to go on the right places.
Okay.
But unfortunately for me, it went on all the wrong places.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you started noticing it going to the wrong places, did you stop, say, okay, maybe I need to stop eating too much? Or did you just continue?
So that's the time I got married. So I was just focusing on the marriage. And within a short space of time, I got pregnant with my first child. So when I was pregnant, obviously, you know, with cravings, etc., you just start eating unhealthy. And yeah, when I gave birth to Aniela, 8 months down the line, I was pregnant with the second one. Yeah.
And when you're breastfeeding, when you're pregnant, anatete, anamama, everyone eats.
Yeah, vanototi
Ijga.
Inomkaka, tea yakawanda mkaka and things like that.
Yes.
So it was just getting pregnant, eating throughout.
Okay. So for the next 7 years, you had your 4 children.
So my life was just eating and breastfeeding. Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much I can say after each pregnancy, you obviously had more weight than you had in the previous.
That's true. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when was that moment? You know, for some women, it's you're in a dressing room somewhere by yourself, and then you see your naked body, and you're like, no. And then for some, it's maybe you're showering, or maybe you're in a bed, or maybe you're even out having fun. When was that moment for you when you realized, okay, this is getting a little too much?
So for me, I think it was when I was traveling to SA. We went by road. I was with my husband. We got to the border, SA side. And you know, sometimes SA side, there are crazy queues there. So we're standing in a queue, and I wasn't actually in the queue. So this immigration officer came, and she was talking to me, and she was like, why are you not in a queue? So I was like, no, you know, trying to explain things to her. And then she was like, give me your passport. So I gave him a passport. And she asked for my husband's passport, and then she looked at both our passports, and she was like, but why are you standing next to your brother?
Hey.
So it didn't okay to her that I could be standing next to my husband.
Yes.
She just jumped to think that he was my brother. That's the moment I realized, something is wrong. So my body maybe is not getting along with my age. Yeah.
Okay. And the standards that people have
Yeah.
Okay, this
When
is
they
not
weigh,
making sense.
yeah, it's not making sense. Yeah.
So in that situation, would then someone talk differently to your husband because they just like, that's the sister, or that's
So from that moment, this immigration officer was just talking to my husband, and she was actually hitting on him in my presence, and I couldn't say anything, because I wanted to cross. When they are having crazy queues, you can't upset them. You want to cross, so I was just chilled, standing there, just pretending to be the sister.
Oh my gosh!
So he actually got the lady actually gave him
her number.
Yeah, her number. Yeah.
Oh wow! All right, so that was the first. What was the second?
So the second, I was traveling abroad. I got into an airplane, so I'm traveling economy because that's what I can afford. So I'm seeing people are not comfortable. As you are walking in, you just see the facial expression. People are not comfortable to sit next to me. Yeah, that. So you can see someone getting relieved, as you're walking past. So that's what happened to me, and I was like, this can't be happening. It can't be happening. So that's when I realized, no. Yeah. And again, when you're trying to shop, when you're trying to buy clothes for you and your kids, and you can't seem to find anything, when you walk into a shop and there's nothing, totally nothing your size. Yeah.
I think for me it's the muruda zvinokwana, all right,
yeah,
and then you're always taken to this aisle where you're like, I'm 31, I'm 35, like why am I wearing this?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So that was frustrating for you, trying to shop and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
All right, so we're gonna be back just now. Stay tuned. All right, so during that phase, what was the ultimate meal that you're like, I gotta have this?
Fast food, anything, yeah.
So like chips, chicken,
whatever. That's unhealthy. I'll just crave for unhealthy things. Yeah.
Okay. So did you ever during this time, eat vegetables or like healthy things? Or?
I would eat vegetables just for the skin because I have heard or I knew that vegetables are good for the skin. So I would eat vegetables just for the skin, but not lots of vegetables. Lots of chips and other things.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your family and your friends for a little bit. How do they treat, you gaining weight maybe year after year after year? Your immediate family as well as your extended family and your friends.
So at that time, I think my closest family, my husband and kids, they were very supportive of me trying to lose weight. At that particular time, I think they were just trying to support me to lose weight, but they didn't know how to. But now recalling, I can see they tried. But with friends, it was like, when your friends are like, we never enough for. So people will know to know. So with my friends, it was just they would support anything that I choose to do. Yeah,
which is true. I mean, people are like, you've had 4 kids. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of like maybe emotional pain or whatever, how did it feel? Say maybe meeting people your age, meeting people who have had the same amount of kids as you, and seeing how you both looked drastically different. Did you ever compare yourself to other women?
I did that all the time. So each time I see a confident woman just walking into a room, I would shrink. I would feel insecure about myself. I would be depressed, and I compared myself to people a lot. I didn't want to go to parties. I didn't want to go to church because when you go to church, you want to sit on a strong chair, and you are not a leader, but obviously you want a sofa. You don't get up and a comfort because you can't be sitting on those plastic chairs.
They'll break.
My chairs, so I didn't want to go to church. I didn't want to go to gatherings. I would just want to be in my house. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. I suffered a lot of
just not wanting to go out.
Yeah.
Okay, so during all of that time, there's obviously that moment where you just reached breaking point and you're like, enough is enough. I have to lose weight. So maybe you can talk to us, because we know this is a good ending. You know, this is a very good story. It's got a happy ending. But somewhere in the middle there, you obviously struggled. So maybe now we can talk about some of the things that you tried to do in order to lose that excess weight.
Yeah. So I tried so many things, so many herbs, so many tablets, you name it. I even tried salt, because I had people saying if you take lots of salt, then you unoit a running stomach.
No.
So I did that. I tried.
Sorry. So the salt, did you ingest it like as it is, or did you put it in water?
I put it in water, just a little bit of water. Then I would take salt, just like that.
And did you have a running stomach?
I had a running stomach, but
it was not effective.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And the next?
The next I tried Duromine. I took Duromine 30 milligrams. And 7 days later, I woke up in avenues.
No.
I couldn't breathe. I had a panic attack. I still suffer panic
attacks as a result. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you took this Duromine drug, right? Did you follow the instructions on the pack? Did you talk to a pharmacist to prescribe, or you just?
I didn't talk to any pharmacist. It was just me and my friend. So my friend was like, "No, I've heard about this Duromine." She took it too, and she suffered the same symptoms. So she had access with pharmacies in South Africa. So she's the one who flew to SA to go and buy Duromine. And then there was no even reading on the. She was just told by someone who told her that you just take once a day. Yeah. So what it does, it suppresses your appetite. And then you drink lots of water. You can actually feel your mouth dry,
just going dry.
So we did that, and there was no pharmacist, no doctor, no nothing. It was just us, telling each other, Duromine suppresses, appetite, and then and then not to lose the weight.
Wow.
So after trying all that, I then started researching on other things. Then I saw surgery, gastric bypass, which I did.
Wow.
I went for that. It's a surgery whereby they cut your stomach, was 20% of your stomach. So unengwane portion control, you eat less. But for me, after that surgery, I lost a bit of weight. Then I started gaining again, because we changed, stretcher. So because I was eating unhealthy, even after the surgery, I started stretching my stomach.
Wow.
And I was eating a bit more than I used to
before.
Yeah.
So when you, where did you get the procedure done?
I got it in Turkey.
In Turkey, okay.
Yeah.
So when you went and got the procedure, did they tell you what not to eat? What kind of foods you're supposed to have? Did they give you any of that?
They did. They gave me all that. They told me which foods to eat, which foods to avoid. But as the surgeon was communicating with me, in my head, I wasn't even listening to him.
You're like,
I was like, you don't know, I just want to lose weight, because I thought surgery was a miracle whereby they just cut your stomach, you go home and you lose the weight. I didn't know you still have to eat healthy and exercise.
All of that, yeah.
So there is no shortcut to surgery, because what surgery does is just it controls the portion. You eat a smaller portion because the stomach is cut, and you're left with a small stomach.
So when they have surgery on your stomach, do you also maybe feel some type of surgery needs to also be done on the brain, because the brain didn't get the memo that we're not eating a lot anymore?
Yeah, exactly. It should start in the brain. So I think I lost, because in the first 3 weeks you're supposed to be on a liquid diet. So I followed that, because obviously I was afraid.
You're like, I don't want to die.
Yeah, I didn't want to die. So I followed the instructions. But as soon as I started introducing solids, I would eat again anything and everything. I was eating unhealthy.
Okay.
That's why I started gaining weight again.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was that drug called?
Duromine.
So salt, Duromine,
herbs.
These are traditional herbs or a mixture?
It was just, herbs where they...
Or like herbal
names,
teas,
when
and
people are saying, come and buy this.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
it works,
all right.
yeah.
And then the bypass.
Yeah.
And what else did you try?
So I tried, there's this liquid in Botswana that was way after surgery now, because I could feel that people were giving up on me, because they're like, we've tried everything with you. We've tried a personal trainer. I had forgotten about that. I had a personal trainer who trained me, but it didn't work out, because as soon as I finished my training,
You're
I
so
would
hungry.
go and eat. Yes, I would go and eat. So yeah. So I asked my friends in Botswana, and they introduced me something called stameta, where they said if you drink it again, it will make you have a run.
Oh, it
Make
makes
you
you
have a run. But now I had a running stomach with that, but it didn't work with weight
Oh
loss.
my god!
I just had a running stomach, but yeah, I didn't lose the weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long did you have the running stomach for?
I would drink it every day. So I had a running stomach for 2 weeks until I started feeling dizzy,
and
fatigue.
You're
and all
losing
that.
liquids, you're losing nutrients, and you're like,
exactly. Then I stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when was that moment that you finally discovered the one thing that has worked for you, that has brought us here today, 65 kgs less?
Yeah. So after I had tried everything, I sat down one day. Then I realized I was trying to lose weight for the wrong reasons. That's the point I started doing on a research on what I could do better for me to lose weight. So the first step for me was to love myself. I had to love myself. I had to feel good about myself first for me to be able to work on my body. So I realized that weight loss is mind, body, and soul. I had to be at peace with myself so that I can work on my insecurities. When I started loving myself in that body that I had then, that's when I started losing weight. Because I realized you cannot do it when you don't love yourself. You can't just say, I want to lose weight, I don't love myself, I hate myself. You won't be able to lose weight because you're carrying all this emotional weight again. So it's not only physical weight, it's also emotional weight.
Nice.
So you don't lose the weight. So yeah, that moment I started eating healthy, because when you love yourself, you prioritize yourself, you put yourself first. I started eating healthy. I started exercising. I started loving myself. I started doing other things. I even started going to school again. So I enrolled myself in uni at UZ. So yeah, that's the time I started losing weight. I saw that I was getting results. Yeah.
So what was it like when you realized that you had lost 10 kgs? Like your first 10 kgs?
My first 10 kgs, it was a wonderful moment for me. It gave me confidence that I could do it. If I could lose 10 kg, I can lose 10 more kgs, and I can lose 65 kgs, which happened. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know, I just want to say this. 65 kg is an average woman.
Yeah.
It's a whole human being.
Yes,
do you understand?
The weight that I had. It's almost half of the weight I had.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm always laughing here at work, right? So the average person that I work with weighs about 55 kgs.
Yeah.
I weigh 100. So I'm always like, yo, don't tell me what. I am two of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think people don't realize that 65 kgs, that is incredible.
Yes.
You did so well for yourself. And I'm really, really, really proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one thing maybe we need to emphasize is that this 65 kgs, you didn't lose it in 6 months.
Yes.
How long did it take you?
It took me 3 years. 3 good years. Yeah. And again, one other thing that I wanted to say to women, you know what? For me, weight, we should just try to lose weight from a health perspective, and for us to just look good. There are women who are big and confident, and I admire them a lot. You see them wearing their clothes and they are confident, and the energy and all that. Yeah. So I think we mustn't pressurize ourselves into losing weight because we want to look like someone else.
Yep.
Let's love ourselves. Let's love our bodies. And if there's something that you don't love about yourself, work on it.
If you can change it, then you can work on it. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
All right. So when you say that, I just thought of this girl called Lizzo. I don't know if you know her. She is just crazy
She's
confident
amazing.
about her body. She's like,
amazing.
yo, I don't care what you guys say. This thing here that I live in, I am happy.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. That's all that
That
matters.
is definitely all that matters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming through and sharing your story. In case you missed it, maybe you can also go to her social media page and you can see the before and after that we're talking about. And you can also find out in detail, her weight loss journey, her routine, what she did, and all of that stuff. I'm sure people would love to know that. So maybe you can tell us your Facebook page and your Instagram.
Yeah, so for my Facebook page is Babs Mama 4 and my Instagram is Babs Mama 4 as well.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's right here at the bottom of the screen, just in case you didn't get it.
Yeah.
But maybe we can also, when you were 150, at any point, did the doctor ever sit you down and say, you have to lose weight? Did you have health problems? Did you have trouble breathing? Like, what was the situation with your health?
So, yeah, for me, I didn't have any health issues, but my doctors were concerned. And they were like, you need to lose weight, especially my physician. He was like, you need to lose weight before you have health
Problems,
issues.
yeah.
So I remember when I was pregnant with my third born, my gynecologist sent me to Lancet where I had to do some sugar test because I think he was worried about my weight, and they came okay. So they were concerned. They were like, just do something about your weight now that you don't have any problems. You don't have to wait until you have problems for you to then try and lose weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe parting words. Do you intend on losing more than 65 kgs, or you're happy with where you are right now?
So I'm happy with what I am now, but I've got places that I want to work on. So I'm just going to hit the gym. It's going to be a lifestyle.
So now it's maintaining what you have,
Yes,
working on excess place.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
All right. So I'm gonna be calling you all the time, right?
Definitely, and anytime.
You're gonna be helping me
Anytime.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I feel confident.
I love your confidence. I love your confidence. Well, when you're walking, it's just like
this
amazing.
is what it is.
Yeah.
But it actually took a long time to get there
it.
because I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
People will be like, but now I'm like, yo.
Yeah, especially my windy guys.
That's all right.
It's not okay. It's
Chapa,
not
you're
okay.
27.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so for this and more, I think she definitely needs to come for a part 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna organize that later on.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, please, you can ask your questions in the comment section, whichever comment section that you happen to be right now, whether you're in the Facebook comment section, Instagram comment section, or YouTube comment section, and we'll make sure that Babs answers your question. And remember to follow her on the social media platforms that she mentions. She's an incredible story. And listen, if you've lost 1 kg in 6 months, celebrate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Celebrate those milestones. Eventually, she knows later.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. That's interview now. Hold up. Girl, I never said it. You look incredible.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Butterfly.
Do you know the tangerine?
Amazing too.
Thank you.
I love the hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is this the color they call tangerine?
Yes.
This is the one.
It
is your color.
Thank you so much.
Please love it and use it well.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And the hair is absolutely amazing. I love this bob.
So with the hair, shout out to Pila, the celebrity stylist.
Hey.
And the makeup at Sitika Chembere Powder Shop. Thank you guys.
Nice one.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, we're not going.
Yeah.
All right.
Ciao.
Yeah. Baripoa noti. Jiroto kulota. Baripoa noti. Kutirwa ni machira.